LPT, don't believe your partner when it comes to pronunciation. About 4 years ago, I was sitting on the couch buying some loose leaf tea online. I sort of routinely talked to myself, and as I was looking at some lavender Earl Grey, I mumbled, "Ooh, they have sachets." Pronouncing it sachet. Edit, have been alerted this could be written better as sachet. I learn a lot of new words through reading, and because of that I'm not always 100% sure on the pronunciation. It's at that exact moment that my then boyfriend walked into the room. Without looking up from his phone, he says casually, "It's pronounced sachets, rhymes with hatchets," and then walks out of the room. I believed him, because well, he said it so confidently and casually, and usually if he's messing with me he breaks character. He didn't break character, so like, he must know better than me, right? Fast forward 9 months. Throughout this whole time, I haven't said this word out loud, but every time I make a cup of this tea, I think sachet rhymes with hatchet. So, we're at a gas station at 7 AM, fueling up before driving 5 hours to visit his family. I'm half asleep making gas station tea, and boyfriend peeks over my shoulder and goes, "Oh, they have good sachets." I freeze, and say coldly, "What did you just say to me?" "Isn't that how you pronounce it?" asks boyfriend with a look of innocent confusion. I explain what had happened 9 months prior, and his response was, "I don't remember that, but that sounds like me," while laughing. It's been 4 years. Boyfriend is now husband, and I still struggle, sometimes externally, with the correct pronunciation of sachet. Too long didn't read. Sachet does not rhyme with hatchet, no matter what anyone says. Edit, thank you for the awards, kind Redditors! Exclamation mark. My dad told my mum that Sean Bean was pronounced like Sean Bean, so it rhymes. She got really pissed off when she mentioned him at work one day and got laughed at. Could have been Sean Born instead. My husband and I like to point out words we've only really seen written and then hear them spoken. It's a fun game. So glad you were able to bury the hatchet with your boyfriend over this issue. A friend consistently ends with voila, but pronounced viola. I want to strangle him. It was the other way around for me. My BF always pronounced it kiosk instead of kiosk. I told him and he looked at me like his whole life was a lie until that point. Kiosk. That one's all on him, I'm afraid. Today I fucked up by not realizing that my old Tinder account is still public. So I recently started a new job as a product manager for a big company in the Bay Area. I actually lived in the area when I was a kid before my family moved to the East Coast, where I spent most of my teenage and adult life. Now I'm back in the area, only this time as a career woman and mother of 2. Today I fucked up and healthy children. So as I mentioned, I'm pretty new at my current job and, as such, I'm still at that awkward stage of getting to know everyone and trying to prove myself professionally. Anyway, so today started like any other day. Work was pretty chill. Everyone was doing their thing until the time came for many of us to get our coffee fix. While we were in line for our coffee, some of my colleagues started talking about dating apps and joking that there are no normal or decent Tinder matches in the area. As I am happily married and still new to the company, I didn't really feel like I had a lot to add, so I went back to my desk and got back to work. At the same time, only a few feet away from me, one of the guys in my team pulled out the phone from his pocket and started going through his Tinder in front of some of the others to prove his point. He was swiping left and right and showing the type of quality people he was presented with by Tinder while cracking up out loud with about 5 of my colleagues. Even though I vaguely heard their conversation and laughter, I wasn't paying a lot of attention to the whole thing until one of them suddenly yelled, for the entire office to hear, "Katie, is that you?" So I stood up from my chair to see what they were talking about, and as I approached the phone, I suddenly saw my own old photos from 2014. I instantly felt my face turn red, my heartbeat going faster, and just overall embarrassment. Imagine this, 5 of your new colleagues looking at your old cringeworthy Tinder profile. which included several half-naked pictures of me in a tiny bikini during a full moon party in Thailand. I just wanted the ground to open up and swallow me while new people continued to come and see what the fuss was about. Apparently, although I deleted Tinder a long time ago, my profile was still there for everyone to see, including my new workplace. Too long didn't read. The teammates at my brand new job saw my drunken and half-naked photos from 8 years ago. Edit: I did not cheat on my husband. Are you serious? I have no idea why this dating app kept showing my profile. Why didn't they remove it when I was uninstalling the app? Edit 2, started using mine after seeing it in the comments and reclaimed my data from all dating apps. I hope everything will be deleted. I feel terrible. Dude, I feel so bad for you. Hope they'll forget it soon. As for Tinder, I strongly recommend mine, Simeen.com. It's a tool that lets you know who holds your data and allows you to delete it from services you no longer use, like that app for you, smiley face. Was excited about this, but I read that you have to give them full access to your email! Tinder shows profiles that have been inactive for years. That's a fuck up on its own. Doesn't, as far as I'm aware. I've let that app sit for a few months multiple times and I always get a notification that my account is about to be hidden. Either op is more active on Tinder than they want to admit, or this story didn't actually happen. Just deleting the app doesn't delete your profile. It is very difficult to wipe stuff like this entirely off the internet. It's still best not to post nearly nude pics if it bothers you. Someone might see them, because they will. But, hey, you weren't naked or breaking the law, and it doesn't sound like it will do any permanent damage. You might get ribbed for a while, but we were all young and drunk once, and I can't imagine a coworker would hold that against you. Why didn't they remove it when I was uninstalling the app? That's not how apps work. Welcome to r/LifeProTips. Hello, welcome to r/LifeProTips, the #1 subreddit to post life pro tips. Please read our sidebar before posting. Thanks. So, will you guys ever change back to normal? So today I fucked up means tips I fucking use, right? I should be immune to the switch because today is my cake day. Happy cock day! I get all of my life pro tips from this subreddit and I encourage you to do the same. LPT, how to not fuck up, r/today I fucked up. So, it's April 3rd. WTF is going on? This can't be a joke anymore, right?